When does Las Vegas reopen? I think I have some ideas for you. I'm going to give you 2 different dates in this video. And then we're going to talk about Steve Sisolak, who's our governor, Mayor Oscar Goodman, who's our mayor, and also about the fact that we don't know what the heck's going on in Nevada. There's some serious issues. And this goes back to way before the horrible virus has been ravaging our communities and doing damage to us and shutting our economies off and bringing everything to a halt. And that is a giant machine. Oh man, it smells like asphalt. It's one of those smells you always know what asphalt smells like, don't you? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. This video is about when it all reopens. I have some ideas. I have some people that have told me some things. I'm going to put it all together and string it all together for you. Before we go any further, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Leave us a comment if you think it's a terrible idea to open up when I think they're going to open up. And also, if you want to support the channel, hit up our live stream tonight at 7:45 p.m. We do them every night while we're on the stay-at-home lockdown. And also, if you want to be in the credits, go over to Patreon. If you guys want to go ahead and help us out, you can head on over to Teespring. But with that, look, it's the Allegiant Stadium. We have a whole nother video to unwrap, but I thought I would come down here because people have asked me to go and see what it looks like. That's what it looks like. So, from what I can tell, from my sources that are telling me things, I've heard a number of different things. A lot of people are getting gaming offers that say that they can book hotels in May 1st, May 5th, May 15th, and I hear from my sources that Wall Street is ready to turn the money back on. There's a whole other thing I could tell you about some casino stuff out here, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. But we're ready to turn the money back on. We're ready to get the casinos open at some capacity at some time, and nobody's really happy about it that works in the casinos, but everybody wants to go back to work in some ways. That will happen possibly in the next 10 to 15 days. I know, right? I'm putting myself out on a ledge. I'm putting myself out there on the precipice of failure. So I'm not telling you this is gospel, and I really need you to listen to that part of the video like 100 more times. Just replay it, tap the button a few times to go back 10 seconds on your phone screen if you're watching on a phone. I'm not telling you this is definitely happening. I'm telling you that this is what they want to do. They want to open up within the next 10 to 15 days, preferably May 1st or May 2nd. The reason being is simple. We have to assume when businesses open up that we're going to have some level of liability and some chance that this could rear its ugly head again. Heck, it's rearing its ugly head in its original country, which I can't say because people get upset sometimes. There's parts of that country in the northern part where this comes from where it's starting to flare up and they're getting problems all over again. So that's not to say that that'll happen here, but we have to go forward bit by bit by bit, and we have to assume that that could be a problem. Now, in the state of Nevada, we have 2 major players. Obviously, we have Governor Steve Sisolak. For some reason, the other day, I kept calling him Sandoval. That was the old guy's name. And we have Mayor Oscar Goodman. Whoa, see, I did it again. Mayor Carolyn Goodman. Oscar was, of course, the much more famous worldwide mayor, but Carolyn's getting there too with how she is fighting the system and trying to advocate for the rights of people in Las Vegas and these casinos to go back to work. Now, on one side, our mayor says she has sources, and her sources say that it's not as bad in Nevada. Somehow, I think, I don't know, she gave a prepared speech and she cited some experts that she has. And Steve Sisolak, our governor, challenged her and said, I would like to see those experts. I would like to know what data they have that I don't have. On the other side, he's having a press conference on Monday about how the state could reopen or possibilities of it just staying closed for who knows how long. We might join California in being sheltered in place till the 14th of May for all we know. And if you guys want to know, that's what they're doing at the stadium right now. They're saying wash your hands, 60% alcohol. I heard 70% from the WHO and the CDC. You know, do your coughing in here. Don't touch your face. I do that a lot. Minimum amount of 6 foot distance between people whenever possible. Okay, anyways, he's saying, I'm doing it for the health and safety of people. She's saying, the health and safety of people is one thing, but you're going to be putting the mental health and the financial safety and the livelihoods of too many people at risk. What I'm hearing again, sometime between May 1st and May 16th. you guys will be able to come back. But the big problem with all this is we don't know what the heck is going on. And this is something that stems from an old problem that existed long before this even happened. And that's the fact that while we have billion-dollar super buildings, like this thing is fantastic. Look at this. It looks like a spaceship landed on a puma and mated and made that. It's awesome. I love it because I have a black cat and I love cats. But while we have this, we also have almost no education. We have very poor infrastructure for hospitals, it's been said. And I mean, look, should I move to Las Vegas? Well, do you have specific healthcare needs? You should definitely research that because it could be a problem for you, right? And so we have a very bad reporting system for cases. If you look at New York State, you look at New Jersey, you look at California, Washington, Oregon, there's a lot of different places that have put a lot more into their healthcare. And whether or not it's because bigger companies, more people, more populace, more data is being shared, they know what's happening with their curve. Like you can see, if you look at New York State, they're actually having more discharges than cases coming into hospitals. They can track their data, they can track their information. They know what's going on in that state. We don't know what's going on in our state because we have, the Valley Healthcare, we have Sunrise, we have, all these different places, UMC, up in Reno, they have their own private hospitals. And then we have the Southern Nevada Health District. I don't know what the one is called in Reno, up in Northern Nevada. Maybe it's the Northern Nevada Health District. Nobody shares data. Nobody has any idea what's really going on. So we don't know. Is our curve being flattened? I'm not sure. 3,300 cases, 137 people have parted ways with us, unfortunately. It's very tragic down here in Southern Nevada. We have the majority of all the cases in Southern Nevada, but we also have the majority of all the people in the state in Southern Nevada. Clark County has 2 million people, whereas the whole entire state of Nevada has only 3 million people. Look at this. Look at this. What if I'm experiencing flu-like symptoms, fever, cough, shortness of breath? My actions: do not come to work. What if I or a member of my household was high risk? Please do not come to the job site. What if I had close contact within 6 feet of a prolonged period of time? Please do not come. What if I answered no to all these questions? It's important to practice good hygiene and social distancing. Contact your manager with any questions and stay safe. They are really, really, really pounding on the self-screening out here. This building is super important. The economy of the state is super important. People's livelihoods, also super important. People's health and safety, super important. You can't put the value of $1 on a life, right? You can't do it. I don't care if we had 100 of these buildings worth $100 billion. Wouldn't be worth it, wouldn't be worth it. At the same time, people's mental states are getting fragile. People are getting tired of staying at home. People want to feel like they have a purpose. People want to feel like they're accomplishing something. At least these construction workers right here are assigned to a job. They come to the job. The job might be something mundane and stupid. The job might be, hey, I need you to clean up all the trash that's on the ground in front of the stadium. Well, guess what? You come to work, 8 hours later, you look down and you see what you did and you feel a sense of accomplishment. It sounds dumb, but that's kind of how most people's minds work, right? So, what do? We strike a balance, I guess. So what I'm being told, sometime between May 1st and May 15th, some things will be open to some capacity. Is it going to be the same old Vegas that you know? Are you going to be walking down the street having guys foisting those cards in your hands? Are you going to come to Vegas and sit and all you can eat buffets all day long? Are you going to go to the nightclub? Are you going to go to the bar and watch the game? Well, no, because there's no sports, and no, because there's no nightclubs probably when we open. Almost definitely on that. And there's a lot of things that might not exist as they do, but we have to open at some point. It has to happen at some point. It has to happen for people's mindsets. What's up, guys? Got a couple of workers behind me. It's got to happen eventually. And whether or not it happens May 1st, whether or not it happens May 15th, it has to happen in a really, really safe fashion too. So we have a game of attrition here. Is that what it's called? We have the state arguing with the city. We have the casinos trying to work through the system and do it safely. We have Wall Street money on the table. We have big players looking to buy big companies out. Oopsie, I said something I'll talk about in a future video. Yeah, there's a few things in Vegas that might be happening that might change the look and the ownership of the city too. My name is Steven. What do you think? Are you going to be back May 1st? Are you going to stay away for 2 years? Are you sensitive to this because you have people and family in your life? And let's say a prayer for everybody, guys. Let's all work together to stay safe, but let's all work together for a better future too. My name is Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. If you want to support the channel, you can hit us up on the Facebook group, Not Leaving Las Vegas. That's a free thing. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, free things. Be in the Patreon credits if you guys want to, or send me an email. I'm doing everything I can to get the information out of you. To you. I'm getting information out of you. I gotta go. Now's the time in the video where I lose it and I say gibberish and I say 3, 2, 1, click. So 3, 2, 1, and click.